If you can prevent rain from falling, you can as well live on lies forever while neglecting the truth. Welcome to section 25, which begins with sign 197, a direct continuation from sign 196 of the previous section 24. Namshi. Al-Hajju Ashhuru, Al-Hajj Ashhuru Malumatun. Al-Hajj Ashhurun, sorry, Ash, yes, Ashhurun Malumatun. For Hajj are the months well known, Malumatun, well known. فرد فيهن الحج فلا رفت. That duty, therein, let there be no obscenity nor wickedness. فرد فيهن الحج فلا رفعت ولا فسوق. رف رف فلا رفث ولا فسوق. There is no obscenity, rafatha, wala fasuka, nor wickedness. Fasuka, wickedness. Wama taf'aluna min khairun ya'lamuhu Allahu. Wama taf'aluna min khairin ya'lamuhu Allahu. Sorry, I didn't complete the other verse. Fasuka means wickedness and wrangling. La rafatha. There is no obscenity, no wickedness, no wrangling. Wala rafatha, wala fasuka, wala jidala. Wala jidala. Sorry, I didn't complete it. Let me repeat it. Wala rafatha, wala fasuka, wala jidala fil hajj. There is no obscenity, rafatha, wala fasuka, wickedness, wala jidala. Pardon me. Wala jidala, and no wrangling. So now we go to the next sentence. Fil hajj, in the hajj. وما تفعلون من خير يعلمها Allah. And whatever good you do, be sure is in brackets, be sure God knoweth it. ما تفعلون من خير يعلمها or يعلمه Allah. Whatever good you do, be sure in brackets God knows it, as well as evil. That means whatever evil you do, God knows it as well. يعلمها Allah. وتزودوا فيهن خيرا زاد التقوى sorry. ولا تزودوا ولا تزودوا فإن خيرا زاد التقوى. And take a provision with you and take a provision with you for the journey. But the best of provisions is right conduct. So take right conduct with you as a best provision for the journey. Mm. وتزودوا فإن خير زاد تقوى. Where is it? And take it, sorry, and take a provision with you. With you is in brackets for the journey. But the best provisions is right conduct, taqwa. Mm. Wa wa ittaqu watakuni watakuni ya ul albab watakuni ya ulul albab. So fear me, O ye that are wise. So it's the wise people who fear God. One who does not fear God is not wise. In other words, it doesn't even recognize the presence of God. Because if you recognize the presence of God, you must fear Him. Note 217 and 218. So two notes, two in one. Two notes in one. 217 is against well known. The months are well known. The Hajj are the months well known. That's 217. And 218 is against provision. Tazawadu. Tazawadu. Let's go to 217 first. Months well known. Oh, it's a lengthy note. Anyway, we shall read it all the same. The months well known in italics, full stop. The months of Shawwal, Zulqa'dah, Zulhijjah, into brackets, up to the 10th or the 30th. That when it comes to Zulhajj, when it comes to Zulhajj, there is brackets to read. Up to the 10th or the 13th, in brackets, are set apart for the rites of Hajj. Are set apart for the rites of Hajj, full stop. That is to say, the first rites may begin as early as the beginning of Shawwal, with a definite approach to Makkah, but the chief rites are concentrated on the first 10 days of Zulhijjah, of the first 10 days of Zulhijjah, and especially on the eve, ninth, and 10th, especially on the eve, ninth, and 10th of Zulhijjah. If ninth and 10th of that month, oh my God, if ninth or 10th of that month, uh, when the concourse of pilgrims reaches its height, when the concourse of pilgrims reaches its height, concourse is spelled Course, reaches its height, yes. Then the chief rites may be briefly enumerated. The chief rites may be briefly enumerated. Colon. 1. The wearing of the pilgrim garment, into brackets, ihram, the garment that pilgrims wear, is in brackets is ihram. From certain points definitely fixed on all the roads to Mecca. After this, the pilgrimage prohib- after this, the pilgrimage prohibitions come into operation, and the pilgrim is dedicated to worship and prayer and the denial of vanities. That's point one. Mm. That's point one. Mm. Two, the going around the Kaaba 7 times and it's called tawaf. Tawaf is in bracket. It's spelled in Arabic in brackets. In italics. In italics. Mm. Um, Two, the going round the Kaaba 7 times, typifying activity with the kissing of the little black stone built into the wall, mm, comma, the symbol the symbol of concentration in the love of God. Three, uh, three. After a short prayer at the station of Abraham, Quran 2 125. Station of Abraham is mentioned there. There's this very chapter, Psalm 125, in brackets. So, after a short prayer at the station of Abraham, the pilgrim goes to the hills of Safa and Marwa. Quran 2 158. That's this very chapter, Psalm 158. Viewers can go back and see that. Into brackets, comma, the symbols of patience and perseverance. Then four, the great sermon, khutbah, khutbah. Khutbah in English is spelled Khutba. There is no sound like that in English. Two consonants combined. K and H combined, making ho, khutbah. Mm. Four, the great sermon, khutbah, on the 7th of Zulhaj, when the whole assembly listens to an exposition of the meaning of Hajj. Then five, how many points are there? I think that's the last point. Yes, that's the last point. That's the last number. Then five, the visit on the 8th, the visit on the 8th of the whole body of pilgrims to the valley of Mina, into brackets, about 6 miles north of Makkah, about 6 miles north of Makkah, comma, where the pilgrims halt and stay the night, comma, proceeding on the 9th to the plain and hill of Arafat, to the plain and hill of Arafat, comma, about 5 miles further north. So you see, pilgrimage is not an easy thing. Mm. About 5 miles further north. So it's not surprising some people die while performing the Hajj. Mm. And I'm told these people are those who go singles. They don't follow the convoy where they are given proper directions. Mm. Okay. On the 9th, to the plain and hill of Arafat, about 5 miles further north, which is also called the Mount of Mercy, which is also called the Mount of Mercy. Then five, the 10th day, the Eid day, the 10th day, the Eid day, the day of sacrifice. When the sacrifice, full stop, the day of sacrifice, comma, when the sacrifice is offered in the valley of Mina, comma, the head is shaved or the hair trimmed. The head is shaved or the hair trimmed. Mm. The tawaf, the tawaf, the tawaf al-fada, the Tawaf al-Fada, and the Tawaf al-Fada, and the symbolic ceremony of casting 7 pebbles at the Jamarat is performed on the first occasion. Mm. Let me take it again. Uh, and the Tawaf al-Fada of the Tawaf al-Fada, and the symbolic ceremony of casting 7 pebbles at the Jamarat is performed on the first occasion, colon. It is continued on subsequent days, comma. Both rites are connected with the story of Abraham, semicolon. This is the Idul Adha. This is the Idul Adha, colon. Note that the ceremony is connected with a rejection of evil in thought, not in deed, word and deed. Okay, sorry. It's rejected. Let me take it again. Note that the ceremony is connected with the rejection of evil in thought, word, and deed. Mm. So, even in thought, without the deed, without the word, is evil enough. And that's what it means. Full stop. A day of a day of 2 or 3 days. Sorry, a day of 2 or 3 days after this is prescribed. Colon. These 3 days are called Tashrik days. Tashrik is spelled in italics, and in English it is spelled Tashrik. Tashrik days. And that is note 217 to sign 197. Let's go to the second note, which is note 208, against provision. Mm. What is it? That's a what do against provision. 218. It is recommended that pilgrims should come with provisions. That's a what do. It is recommended that pilgrims should come with provisions, so that they should not be compelled to resort to begging. Full stop. But as usual, our thought is directed at once from the physical to the spiritual. Mm, from the physical to the spiritual. So instead of thinking provision, when I say provision, it's not only food items or items that you will need, mm, but the spiritual item of holiness. mm, from the physical to the spiritual, full stop. If provisions are required for a journey on earth, how much more important to provide for the final journey into the future world? Question mark. The best of such provisions is right conduct, which is the same as the fear of God. Taqwa. Fear of God. Taqwa. And that is the second note to sign 197. Let's go now to sign 198. uh, Laysa alaykum, Laysa alaykum jinahun an tabtagu fadlan, min rabbikum. Laysa alaykum jinahun an tabtagu fadlan min rabbikum. It is not it is no crime in you if you seek Taptagu, if you seek of the bounty fatland of your Lord Rabbikum, into brackets during pilgrimage. It is no crime in you if you seek of the bounty of your Lord during pilgrimage. During pilgrimage is in brackets, so it means it could be at any time. Mm. من ربكم فإذا فإذا أفدتم من العرفات فإذ فاذكروا الله عند الحرام عند مشعر عند مشعر الحرام. Let me take it again. فإذا فت فإذا أفدتم من العرفات فاذكروا الله فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام. Then when you pour down from Arafat, but there's brackets before that, from Mount Arafat. mm, So Mount is in brackets. So when you hear Arafat, it means Mount Arafat. When you pour down, what is a afetum? What is a afatum? When you pour down, min al Arafat, uh, from Arafat, uh, from Arafat, celebrate the praises of God at the sacred monument. Mm. Uh, uh, من العرفات فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام. Iskuru means celebrate the praises of God at the sacred monument. At the sacred monument. Mash'aru Harami. Mash'aru Harami. Sacred monument. There is a note to read 220. Sacred monument. Mash'aru Harami. وَإِذْكُرُوا كما واذكروا كما هداكم وإن كنتم من ال... وإن كنتم من قبله وإن كنتم وإن كنتم من قبله لمن الضالين ومن الضالين. And celebrate his praises as he has directed you. Mm. وَاذْكُرُوهُ كَمَا هَدَاكُمْ. اذْكُرُوهُ كَمَا هَدَاكُمْ. Hadakum is directed you. Hada, directed. Mm. Also, is part of it is Huda, direction. وَاذْكُرُوهُ كَمَا هَدَاكُمْ. As is directed you. Even though before this you went astray, even though before this ye went astray. Wa in kuntum min qablihi, before this, wa in kuntum min qablihi lamina dwalina, you went astray, you are among those who went astray. Three uh, notes in one: 219, 220, and 221. 219 is against seeking the bounty of God. 219. Legitimate trade is allowed in the interest both of the honest trader who can thus meet his own expenses, and of the generality of pilgrims who would otherwise be greatly inconvenienced for the necessities of life. Full stop. But the profit must be sought as from the bounty of God. In fact, lie. Hmm. Uh, and that is in double inverted commas. The bounty of God is in double inverted commas. Hmm. There should be no profiteering or trade tricks. Tricks is also in double inverted commas. So you know what that means. Full stop. Good, honest trade is a form of service to the community and therefore to God. Good, honest trade is a form of service to the community and therefore to God. So trading in general is not bad. It's very helpful to the community, or somebody takes a journey somewhere and brings home something that somebody at home could never have, and then take money for it, it's not bad. But when the money is doubled or multiplied, that is where it is bad. Mm. Let me say multiplied several times. That is when it's bad. Mm. Okay, now we go to note 220, which is Sacred Mount, Mashhurul Haram, Mashhurul Haram, Sacred Mount 220. Yes, uh, 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 what is it? Sacred monument, Mashhurul Haram. Mm. Haram, sacred monument, Mashhur. Mm. 220. About midway between Arafat and Mina, into brackets, C note 217 to sign 197. That's of this very verse. Brackets close. So let me take it again. About midway between Arafat and Mina is a place called Muzdalifah, Muzdalifah, where the Holy Prophet offered up a long prayer. Full stop. It has thus become a sacred monument, and pilgrims are directed to follow that example on their return. And that is what we call Sunnah, following the way and practice of the Prophet mm, on their return. Full stop. A special reason for this is given in the note following, and that is 221. So let's go there. And 221 is against going astray, even though before this he went astray. 221. Certain arrogant tribes living in Mecca used not to go to Arafat with the crowd, but to stop short of Muzdalifah. Full stop. They are rebuked for this arrogance and told that they must perform all the rites like the rest of the pilgrims. Full stop. There is equality in Islam. There is equality in Islam. In Islam, you don't separate yourself from the group or from group practice. And that is note 221 to sign 198. I think viewers, we halt here with just three two signs, 197 and 198. When we come back in the next video, we shall go to sign 199, and we have a number of uh, signs to read to the end of the section, which is 25. So section 26 is still far away. Mm. And that is all for this episode. So in our next episode, we shall go to Psalm 119. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.